get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's going to be the challenge for this offense tonight, is holding up against this pass rush. They are one of the best defenses in the entire nation because of their ability to get pressure on the quarterback. They're going to have to do a much better job tonight protecting their guy, or they've got no shot.
Well, if you didn't know that young man before the game, you do now. How about that? 2 plays, 2 sacks. That's how you start a football game. This defense is flying around.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
So Purdue's offense will take the field for the first time. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense.
Turning it on! Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had it.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevell to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot, and you're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots. But it won't be an offense with Wisconsin that is opening up. It's throwing the football 30, 40 times a game.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball away.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On third down, he drops to throw. He fires to the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They just keep firing. Got it behind the line. It's Joyner. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Boilermakers in the hurry-up. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to get the first through the air. Going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on third and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, just because you have the shot play called on third down like that as a quarterback.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Got him downfield. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking for a gap. It's Joyner. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll try it over the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Rush is on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He might want another play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going over the top. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. Snagged out of the air. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Badgers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, he makes the catch. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Badgers! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got a chance. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. And the Boilermakers moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He leaves it with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert 1st downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Here we go. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
He's taking the shot. Makes the catch at the 20. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Boilermakers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Purdue!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Oh, they're after him. It's on target and complete. He's like a loose boulder, just caroms his way to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab down the left side. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Looking for a huge play. And he's on his way, he'll go all the way. Touchdown, Boilermaker! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution.
And the Badgers will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Across the 45. He's loose down the left side. He's at the touchdown, Purdue! And the beatdown has ensued.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Under fire. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Coleman. And the Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down.
Throws toward the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
37, Wisconsin, 7.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The give to the single back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's O'Neal. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
Hey, it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now in the same page.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Tracy. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. The Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Boilermakers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. He wants to throw it again. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Purdue! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy catch and catch.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get...
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Wisconsin, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's O'Neal. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world the offense avoid that disaster? Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Running to the left. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Boilermakers want to move quickly.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Really great job in coverage by the defender on that play, swatting the ball away.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Bringing the heat. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing.
He'll take a shot. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And off Jones. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Badgers will call on their punt team.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
This offense has it with really good field position. Might be changing the route. They'll start this drive with a pass. A strike downfield. And they'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And that is the height of efficiency on that drive. Make a big play in the passing game, single snap, get a touchdown. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Going right to work up top. Got a man. It's Jones. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his second sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his second sack here today.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. The give and tick, 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 tick. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. They run the reverse. Fights off a defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He wants it all. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. They reeled off